Aye aye, shepherd's pie, greetings from the Philippines. Sikihor to be exact. First day back here, well, second day back here actually, because I arrived yesterday afternoon, but first full day. I thought I'd do a welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel. I forgot to knock that in there. To talk about cost of living today, because 4 months in, as you know, if you've been watching the channel, I tend to do a calculation at the end of each month, working out what my living costs are. And my 4th month now, I think I've come to the conclusion that I know what my sweet spot is. And when I say my sweet spot, I think it will probably be the sweet spot for a lot of people. So what do I mean by the sweet spot? I mean, what is the amount of money I need to spend to have the quality of life that I aspire to? Hold on. The old wind's picking up here. I don't know if that's going to affect the camera. It probably will. I hope we've not got a cyclone or something coming. Yeah. What is the amount that I will be living comfortably on here, or do I believe I will live comfortably on here for the coming years, depending how long I stay here? And I've worked it out. It's about £1,000. It's between £1,000 and £1,200. Now, if we look at that in US dollars, that will be, with today's exchange rate, fluctuates about between $1,250 and $1,500 a month. You can live cheaper than that here. You can live a lot more expensively than that here. But I believe, for me to live more cheaply than that, I would have to make sacrifices. I would have to start budgeting. Can I afford to go out tonight? Can I afford to eat in this restaurant? Etc, etc. And I don't want to do that. Now, not everyone will. I mean, some people like simple living. I told you the guy next to me in Sikihor was in Lumigeti, Sibilan. He was living on about 800 Canadian dollars, which I believe's, well, no, I don't know what it is, but it's not more than about $500, $700, something like that. But he was happy doing that. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to cook his own food, wanted to get it from the market, cook it in the apartment, didn't go out much. You know, power to him. I mean, if that's what you want, but that's not me. So I'm talking about the sweet spot for me. Yeah, I could get a 4-bedroom apartment with a swimming pool and all that, and some people no doubt will put in the comments, that's ridiculous, I'm paying this, you can't live on that. Well, fine, you can't, but I mean, I don't want a 4-bedroom apartment with a swimming pool. I'm happy with a 1-bedroom apartment. I mean, where I am now in the guest house, you know, within 200 metres there's like 4 resorts. They've all got swimming pools. I'm only 30 metres from the sea. So in the sea, if I want, I can go to a resort. What do I want a massive place, just me with a swimming pool? You know? So, $1,000 a month, £1,000 a month, $1,250. This is the way I've come to this calculation. My accommodation, my 1-bedroom apartment in Sibilan, or the guest house I'm staying in now, works out about the same. It's like £250, £260 in Sibilan, and it's about £250 here. My medical insurance, health, travel insurance, which comes from the medical, that works out about £45 a month. And then you've got my visa costs, which are about £35 a month. So it roughly comes to about 350 quid. Let's say £350. Now, to get to the £1,000 mark, after that 350 expenditure on the necessities, because I mean, my apartment and the place here includes all the bills. It includes the Wi-Fi, includes the electricity, includes the water. So I have no utility bills. You know, I have no additional costs in terms of living than the ones I just mentioned. To get to the £1,000 mark on top of that, it works out at 1,500 pesos a day. And that's the sweet spot for me. You can live so well here on 1,500 pesos a day. And we're talking spending money now. I did a video in Dumaguete on a 1,500 day and what I could get. Fortunately, there are a few issues with sound in the restaurants and microphones and things, so I don't know if that will video will ever see the light of day. But on that day, I went into Dumaguete, got the bus in, cost me 15 pesos. I thought he was talking to me. Got me 15 pesos to get into town. I had a really, really nice breakfast in a Chinese restaurant called Ching Long. I ended up there by accident. The place I wanted to go was closed, and another one, they were all doing Thanksgiving menus. So I went in there, got their special breakfast for 220 pesos, and it was delicious. It was really delicious. Special fried rice, fried eggs, beef. It was like a fusion cooking, fellas. It was like a Western breakfast meets a Chinese breakfast. A coffee. So I had a nice breakfast. I walked around for a bit, got coffee. Then I went to Casablanca, which is a restaurant on the boulevard. I don't go there much. They do an amazing burger there. They do an amazing blue cheese burger, but the Western food's good there. But the Filipino food ain't great. You know, I've taken a few people there and they said, Filipinos, and they said the food's not great. And I've had better Filipino food in other places. So my tip, you go to Casablanca, eat the Western stuff. But the reason I went there was I know they do a special lunch, and I wanted to show you what you could get in 1,500 pesos a day. And I had a special lunch, set lunch, and it was 3 courses, nice meal, very nice starter, main course, and a dessert. And that was 395 pesos. I had a couple of beers with that. And then I went for a massage. I had an hour-long massage. Foot leg massage for 300 pesos. And then in the evening I met one of the subscribers, a fella called Ray, great bloke. He's actually living over here in Siggy. I might be seeing him tonight, but we went out for a beer in Dumaguete because he was there, just come back from Oz. And we went to a place called Finbar McGee's, which is a like an Irish bar in Dumaguete. It was his suggestion. I've been there a couple of times. I've been there before, he hadn't. And we had fish and chips for dinner. The fish and chips comes with a couple of beers thrown in, and we had a couple of beers on top of that. And then, because I got the old vlogging camera out, the owner gave us a couple of beers on the house. So anyway, it was a good night, it was a good day. And got back to my apartment. I hadn't gone over the 1,500 pesos mark. I think I spent about 14.50 or 14.80 or something like that. That was a good day for 1,500 pesos. I couldn't have eaten anymore, I was too full. I mean, I wouldn't usually have a lunch like that. I did it for the video. But I had a good day. There was nothing more I would have wanted to do that day that I didn't do. Now, there will be days when I'll go out and I might spend 3,000 pesos on a day. And there will be the odd day that I might spend 200 or 300 pesos in a day because I might not go out. I mean, if you watched my 500 peso day, you know, it's easy to live on 500 pesos. You know, there's no hardship in doing that. And, you know, I generally do a couple of days a week just because I don't want to go out, and that's what it costs not to go out. But if you break it down over the month, with a few 3,000 pesos days here and a few 500 peso days there, it works out about 1,500 pesos a day. And yeah, I mean, a couple of people made sarcastic comments about you living like a king. Well, to be honest with you, in some ways I think I am. I mean, I'm not a king, so I don't know how kings live, but when you're eating really well, you're enjoying yourself, good company, great weather, getting a massage, you know, that sounds like living like a king to me. And it's easily doable on 1,500 pesos. You know, and that's why I'm doing the video, really, because if those are your tastes, I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there who like the idea of that. You can do it, fellas. Obviously, if you've got 12 kids or you're living in whatever, you know, there's going to be exceptions. And I'm sure I get a few people saying they can live a lot cheaper than that. I'm not denying you can. A lot of Filipinos live on like $300 a month or less. But I swear they do that just to piss me off, because there was no need for him to hoot his horn there. He was just being an arsehole. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, you can live on less than that, but you're going to be making compromises. You know, you're going to be cutting down on this. You're going to be doing without that. I mean, and that is the reality of the situation. You are going to be making compromises if you try and live for less than that. They might be compromises that you want to make, or they might be forced ones. But if you aim for a budget of £1,000 to £1,200 a month, and the reason I say £1,200 is like I bought this camera this month for about £450, and I bought a new phone the other month. You know, you're going to always have expenses like that, and you've got a bargain for it. So I mean, they're going to take you over the thousands, but they ain't going to take you over the 1200s, or they shouldn't do, throughout the year. And I am supremely confident now. I mean, it took me a few months to come to this conclusion, but I will be amazed if my living costs over the year go above £1,200 a month, because I see no reason why they would do. It's yeah. So if you have got the means, you know, if you've got a pension that equates to that kind of amount, or you've got savings, or you're thinking of becoming a digital nomad, that's the kind of cash you need to have. I mean, if you've got that kind of money, it's not that hard to earn that much money online. I mean, we're not talking a huge amount here. My advice to you is get yourself over to the Philippines. You will have an incredible lifestyle, a wonderful standard of living, some fantastic experiences. You know, yeah, if you're thinking about it, do it. If you've got that kind of money, do it. It's can't recommend it highly enough. Anyway, that's the end of the video, really. I'm nearly back at my destination. It's getting a bit windy now, so I'm going to turn the old camera off. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, smash the like button. It's greatly appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start doing some live streaming. Yeah, that's about it, really. Thanks for watching. Be lucky.